Hi, I'm Bryce Cooke, and you're watching another episode of Q and Awesome. Okay fam, we admit it. We're a little late on our schedule for October and we apologize, but we do have a fair amount of excuses like Hurricane Matthew and my parents coming to visit. I'm not sure which storm was worse. But what really matters is we're back, right? We're gonna answer your questions. I've not seen any of them. Trevon's gonna read them off and I'm gonna answer them completely improv without the safety of a script. So why don't we stop waiting and just get right to it?
Tell us a Hurricane Matthew story.
It was a dark and stormy night, and we were told lots of scary things. I remember sitting in my apartment, hearing all the things from the Florida governor telling us that power was gonna go out for days and days, and that people were gonna die, and that no one could save us. And then several hours later, also hearing that it was going to miss us completely. Pretty much just got tropical storm type weather, so not really a story to be had other than we made lots of preparations for not a lot of anything. I will say the difference though, my experience with hurricanes as opposed to tornadoes when I used to live in the Midwest is that hurricanes, you have like weeks to like prepare, and people still wait until like 3 days before it happens before they prepare at all, if they prepare at all. Whereas tornadoes, you get like maybe an hour's notice. You don't have time to prepare, and when stuff happens, you shelter in place. You could be shopping. Tornado comes, those sirens, you're like, all right, cool, I'm gonna hang out here. If I had to choose, I'll choose hurricane over tornado based on my location. I don't wanna be on the coast when a hurricane happens. Pass, hard pass.
Would you ever run a Disney half marathon or 10K?
Yes, if I had a sponsor, because I'm not paying for that. That crap's expensive just to run around. I can run for free. Would I ever run a full marathon anywhere? Absolutely not. I know that's not part of your question, but I'm just gonna say it right now. I've heard some things. I've seen some things, and I can tell you marathon runners are scary. Some of them are completely normal, but other marathon runners, they won't even stop to go to the bathroom. Like what? What? I'm not into a sport so much that I'm like, I'll poop myself so I can keep running to make sure my time's on time. Like what?
What's your favorite Disney park?
I'd have to say my favorite park is a close tie between Animal Kingdom and Hollywood Studios. Hollywood Studios has more like actual rides for adults. Animal Kingdom has Everest, so that makes sense too in terms of a ride, because I'm a rides person. I mean, the atmosphere of Disney's really cool and all that, but I like thrills. Disney's biggest thrills are basically bumping into children as you walk through the park and eating a bunch of food. So, but for now, it's pretty much tied between Hollywood Studios and Animal Kingdom because they have actual rides.
What's your favorite animal? I ask because you look like the kind of person who wears wolf t-shirts.
I wear a button down to every single one of these episodes, and you think I wear wolf t-shirts? Like those wolf pack t-shirts you find at... Who do you think I am? I'm preppy as they come. I'm not toting guns in my basement wearing wolf t-shirts. Yeah, I like animals, but that doesn't mean that I like wolf t-shirts. You know what, I don't even... Forget it, it's fine. I like a platypus because they're weird and strange and quirky, and they're not on t-shirts because they're ugly, okay? But I love them because what's inside? They've got their own special thing in the animal world. They don't just have fur and feathers. They kind of mix the two, right? They've got a duck bill with a mammal body. What do you have other than to be a keyboard warrior? Talking about wolf t-shirts. People love that. Some people love that stuff, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. Trevon, please stop the tape.
What is your zombie apocalypse weapon of choice?
Probably an AC-130. It's a giant plane gunship. I can just safely sit up there and shoot turrets down on zombies with no danger to myself. I think that's what I would choose. And secondary to that, if I had to be on the ground, there's an allure to a chainsaw. Like that I feel like that'd be great, except just it shoots guts all over you. Like it's not the cleanest of fights. So maybe something along the lines of like a machete. I'd get really tired with that. Might be fun. I don't think we haven't seen it, but maybe like a high industrial impact nail gun where I can just walk up and be like, tink, right into the brain. Tink, 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 done, right?
What do you mean we haven't seen it? There's lots of zombie movies that use that.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I lied to you, America. I'm sorry. But, you know, maybe I have a career as a politician next. But on the ground, maybe nail gun, machete mix. Guns are nice too, but Walking Dead's got that covered though, so I have to switch it up. But AC-130 in a dream world. Maybe a nuke missile from space. Maybe I can be in the space station, fire a nuke down, kill as many zombies as I can. Yeah, I understand it would probably kill survivors, but I'm talking about me here. I'm selfish.
If you could see any band or musician in concert, who would you see?
I'm just not much of a concert goer, and I know some of you just spit whatever you were drinking at the screen, but the thing is the draw of seeing watching musicians play live is not so strong as if I was just watching any live musician play live. So like, I guess if I had to choose, I'm a huge fan of Weird Al Yankovic, which I know probably shocker to all of you, but I also think it'd be cool to see Pentatonix live. 21 Pilots would be fun to watch live. Really, I can't really pick from that. I would watch any of those. Those are the people that I would actually pay to go see in a concert.
From Daniel Mashburn. If blondes do something right, is it called a brunette moment? I think he meant brunette.
Blondes do right stuff all the time. And if you didn't like blondes, then the media wouldn't love them so much because they only put it in there because you, the people, want blondes. I'm blonde. Maybe go home, reevaluate your life before you comment a stupid question like that on my channel ever again.
If your life was a video game, which video game would it be?
I think my life would most closely resemble Super Mario Brothers, except plot twist, I wouldn't be Super Mario or his brother. I'm a Goomba, and life is Super Mario or his brother. And they just keep jumping right on my head with different life obstacles and just flattening me. I'm just walking along, having a good time, and then it's like, oh, bills! And not like Bullet Bill, but that also hurts. But I keep getting smushed, but I keep coming back. I just straighten myself out just to get jumped on again. And that's what life's all about, is how we pick ourselves up or reinflate ourselves. I don't know how Goombas really do it. The physics of their bodies, it doesn't. You get it.
What is the best holiday?
I'm gonna say Halloween. And maybe I'm biased because I was born in October. Yes, this is my birthday month. But mostly it's because that's the one time of year you're allowed to just like, let your freak flag fly. And you get to wear a costume as an adult and not get made fun of. Because that's my favorite part. I love haunted houses. It's just a lot of fun. New Year's sucks. All right, let's just all agree that New Year's sucks. You have a bunch of resolutions you'll probably never actually do. And if you do, but it's shit you should have done a long time ago. All you do is like watch a ball drop. We literally watch a ball drop to bring in, and all that does is screw me up for the next couple months where I have to learn not to write 2016 and write 2017 instead. Halloween's a winner, New Year's sucks.
What is the perfect age to be?
I believe the perfect age to be is 27. Because I'm 27. No, but seriously, I feel like 25 to 30. You're in your prime still, and you're mature-ish. Okay, I'm not mature. When you're in your 25 to 30 range, you still have your youth. You're starting to actually like make money for the first time in most cases. And your friends are becoming more mature and like they have lives too, and they understand what the concept of responsibility and what it's like not to flake on people and what impact it has on other people. It's just a better time than I had when I was in college. And that's my experience. But if you're asking my opinion, 25 to 30, great. Once you hit 30, you're too old. You know, I know a lot of 30-year-olds are like, 30s! Let's be honest. At that point, you're a full-blown adult. The youth part is gone, and so now it's just all responsibility, no fun. Your life's over.
Are you sure you're 27? I'm 72. You sound like an old man. Damn kids, get a job.
Get a job.
What is your greatest strength / weakness?
Probably my ability to articulate my points. I'm good at presenting. Obviously, it comes from a comedy / theater-ish type of hobby background. As for my greatest weakness, it's that I have no weakness. Probably my greatest weakness is with people because I like to keep myself busy, that a lot of times my friends will be left in the dark as to like, they want to hang out with me, they want to spend time with me, but I'm not able to spend that time. But the thing that's weird about that is that these people are my friends in my mind, but to them, I'm just ignoring them. That hurts me in a lot of situations with a lot of great people that I really, really admire and respect, but I'm unable to keep those relationships as strong as I would like to, just based off how busy I am.
Thanks, Bryce.
Trevon knows. Trevon only hangs out with me when he's to record me on camera because he's a busy person too, and I think that's why we work out so well.
You mean that's the only time you fit me in your schedule, according to your answer just now?
If the shoe fits, Trevon.
If you were stranded on an island, what 3 things would you want with you?
1, satellite phone, so I can call for help. Do I even need the 2 other things at that point? Not so sure. 2, maybe a wizard. Maybe just a wizard like Harry Potter who could just flu powder me out of there, or disasperate, or whatever that is. Just kind of magically go away. Or 3, a boat. Maybe a boat, and I could just swim away.
Why would you swim away if you have a boat?
Not good at boats.
What are your thoughts on the current presidential election?
Trump is basically the political antichrist. And Clinton's not much better. She looks like she's a slowly decomposing pile of garbage, but also represents everything I hate about politicians. And I know there are third-party candidates. I don't feel like any of them are actually viable. I wish they were. I would love for another party to come into power, but for this election, I don't feel like anybody's viable. So what we have is Trump and Clinton. And between the two, what really matters most to me as a voter is international affairs. And why that matters is because in the United States, we have a checks and balances system. And you've learned about this in K through 12, right? Congress helps us make sure that laws are not crazy. Now, sometimes they try to pass their own crazy laws, but that's the thing. That's why we have the president to veto it. But that's enough of a governmental lesson. We have a way of stopping if Trump was elected from doing crazy crap. Same with Clinton. However, in international affairs, the president plays one of the largest roles. They are the commander-in-chief. They control our entire military. Yes, they have military advisors, and yes, that kind of serves as a checks and balances system, but at the end of the day is the commander-in-chief. More importantly, serves as one of the greatest ambassadors of our nation in talking to other world leaders. And there's a lot of tension out there right now. Do I think Trump's temperament could hold up on the world stage? No, I don't. I think he would look like a threat. I think either that or he would not be taken seriously by anyone. And so that is terrifying. Clinton, on the other hand, she's a practiced politician. She may not be well liked with everyone, but I feel like she won't completely deteriorate and destroy all of the alliances that we have formed over the course of history. Whereas I feel like Trump will just be like, bye, don't care, we're America, we're the best. And that's not true. We can't go into the world stage like that. We have to understand that yes, we have military power, but we're no greater than any other nation. And we need to work with them to preserve the planet and talk about climate and all these other things. And I think that that's not even important to Trump. I don't think Trump gives a crap about any of that stuff. I think at this point he's running because at the beginning everyone thought it was a joke. And I think for him it was just like, no, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna prove to them that I can be president, and then I'm gonna solve the things that I'm angry about as a privileged white male from the past. So that's where I'm at. I think Clinton is the obvious choice simply for the world stage because that's what really matters. That's where military force against us is gonna come from and impact your way of life as an American, is if we cannot keep our crap together on the world stage. Maybe not the funniest of answers for you, but it's a dose of truth. It's a dose of reality. That's where I sit from what I see with this election. And it bugs me how much we've come to hate each other. And George Washington warned us. When he left office, he warned us against the party system and how it would tear America apart. And that's what it's doing. The ugliest, nastiest parts of America are coming out in this election because of some of the words of one of the people who we have allowed to run for president. And that's okay. Some of this ugly needs to surface so we know there's still a problem. That much I get. There's value to that. During this election, we've had to watch each other tear each other apart. And I don't think that's truly what the basis of being an American is about. I think it's coming together in times of need. When we felt like we didn't have representation, we came together. We even against a nation that was a tyrant, that was much larger, military might well beyond ours. We came together and we said, we're gonna fight for our neighbors because the taxes are really hurting all of us. So if that's at the basis of our country, and I know there's nothing perfect about the basis of our country either because it wasn't equal for all citizens, but here we are now, we have a chance to try to make it equal for all citizens, and we need to make it equal for all citizens. And so we need to recognize that there's a problem and we need to try to fix it as Americans, together, everyone. That's my soapbox, that's my pulpit. Thank you, Trevon.
Ladies and gentlemen, President Bryce Cooke.
I would not make a good president. I'm just gonna put that out there right now. I'm honored that Trevon would make the joke that I should even run. But I'm not old enough. You have to be 36. You have to be a full adult. You have to be a 36-year-old full adult with nothing but responsibility to run for president. So there you go. Well, that's all the time we have for today, but thanks for watching. You really drive this show, so don't forget to leave your questions in the comment section below or hit us up on Instagram at The BC Project for a chance to get your questions in the next episode. Until then, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.